start off. How are you feeling?
I feel good, yeah. I've been skating the past couple of days and feel ready.
A lot of the players, when we've asked about your impact, they always talk about the energy and the physicality. What do you think that you contribute to this group?
Yeah, I try to install confidence, try to install some of the right habits, and just bring what I bring. Everybody knows the person I am, and so I, come in, try to bring the energy, the compete, try to do the right things, and just try to work hard out there for a team.
I know you weren't playing that last game, but how critical is it sometimes to get that reset of a day off and a travel day before you have a practice day before the game?
Yeah, it's a long travel, obviously, over here, and it was a tough pill to swallow. I wasn't in the game, and hurt just as much as being on the ice, and it's past us. It's a big road trip for us, and we're excited to get started tomorrow. They're a really good team, so it should be a good test, and yeah, it was nice to get here yesterday and then today have a good practice and be ready to go tomorrow.
What makes Vancouver a good team?
They have a lot of weapons. They can put the puck in the net. They have a good power play, the fast team, and they play hard as well. So it's been working for them. So we got our hands full tomorrow.
We've seen a lot last season, you and Jack playing really well together in that strong chemistry. With playing Toffoli, you and Jack in practice today, what can the three of you do to complement each other so well?
Yeah, I think the big thing for us is keeping the puck out of our net. That's part reason I'm there, to try to kind of take a little bit of the defensive responsibility as well, and we all know what they do offensively, and so kind of maybe try to use a little bit off Jack. That's kind of what worked last year. Try to do the little things and try to work hard for them, and obviously I love playing with Jack, and I haven't got too many reps with Toff, but he's been fun to watch this year, and his success, he definitely knows how to put the puck in the net. So I'm going to bring my game, and looking forward to it.
When the Devils are playing their best defensively, what are some of those smaller details that are just prevalent?
Yeah, I think we're just very on it. We're in our spots. We're doing the right things. It's just we're just committed to each other. We're doing things that are better for the team, and when we're not on it, we're kind of taking the easy way out. So that's kind of the same story for everybody. But our challenge is finding that consistency of a championship caliber team. Those teams, they do it every single night and they play the same way, and it's all about winning. So that's been a work in progress for a year and a half that I've been a part of almost soon, and we'll continue to work till we get there.
John, I know that there's been some defensive breakdowns with this team, but when the Devils are playing their best defensively, what are the little things that are going right?
Yeah, I think we're all just, we're communicating out there, we're connected, we're supporting each other all over the ice. As everyone knows, last game, we got away from that. But yeah, it's really about the little details and being able to help each other out.
And there's been some changes around here with the D-Corps. How important is it that you guys are extra communicative, especially like you're still playing with Ball, but you have Nemec in the mix and other players too?
Yeah, we still, Nemec obviously just played in his first game, and, Luke's still a young player. So, yeah, like you said, we got a lot of young guys back there, and, it's up to us to help them out.
After that loss, a day off and then a travel day here at practice, what was the mood like out there today?
It was good. I thought guys were out there having fun. It's nice to get away from the rink, especially, after a game like that, and come in, have a couple days in between the game, kind of reset your mind and get back at it.
A road trip, we talk about how the team likes to play a little bit more simple on the road. How could that really help boost that confidence after this last month?
Yeah, for sure. I think that starts, defensively too. We simplify the game, limit the, odd man rushes and chances against, and then, obviously we have enough talent up front for them to score some goals and, let them do their thing.
What makes Vancouver a difficult opponent to face?
Yeah, they have a lot of skilled guys, obviously. A ton of their guys on their team have a bunch of points. They've done well so far, and they move the puck well. We know what we're going up against for sure. It's a great team, and we're gonna have to bring it.
And there's the brothers' connections, of course. We've all heard about it, talked about, but you've played with Luke and Jack, and you've played against Quinn before. How special will it be for this team to see two of those guys being able to play all together? Yeah,
it should be a very special moment for them. It's incredible what all three of them have been able to do, and what they're going to do in this league, on and off the ice. So it's something they should be very proud of, and I'm sure it's going to be special for them.
And we saw Erik Haula skating out there. I know that you're a defenseman, he's a forward, but what type of physicality does he bring to this group, and what is his benefits with this group?
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously, he's been around the league for a long time here, and, there's a reason for that. He's a leader in the locker room, too, on and off the ice, brings the physicality, scores some clutch goals, too. So, yeah, it'll be great to have him back.
Tyler, what are some of the little details that this group, when they do well, you guys are playing connected?
I think we're killing plays, and I mean, it sounds simple sort of to say, but we're not really playing in our end. We have the puck on our stick. We have control of the game, and I think we have a lot of game breakers on our team that obviously proves to win us games and do some good things out there.
After the last game, a day off, a travel day, now back at practice. First, how would you describe the atmosphere out there and what this group wants to do in December?
Yeah, I think we're excited. We know it's a big trip for us, and being on the road, being able to bond a little more and go for dinners and stuff, I think will go a long way. And obviously, getting the wins is what's most important. So I think we're really looking forward to this trip.
You saw Erik Haula on your line today during line rushes. What does he bring to a group with you and Jack?
Well, I mean, he just brings a ton of energy. I mean, on our line or not. So it was good to see him back out there and feeling better. And hopefully tomorrow we can have a good night.
Vancouver's a tough opponent. Why are they a tough opponent?
I think they've done a really good job of playing as a group, and obviously their top end guys are playing extremely well right now as well. So those guys are leading the charge out there. We got to be prepared for that, and obviously with Demko in net too, he slams the door and does a really good job for them as well.
The Hughes will be a big story tomorrow, Tyler. I mean, it's not rare to have brothers in the league, but to have three guys, all this talented, all picked in the first round, competing at such a high level.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those things where they've put their name on notice throughout the league, and throughout Canada and the U.S. To be honest, I think the three of them are all extremely good players, and with Quinn and Jack being completely established and all stars already, and superstars, and then Luke not far behind them. So it's exciting to see, and hopefully our Hughes do a little better than theirs. Or than Quinn.
How many goals can we pencil in for you tomorrow night in this building? It seems like this building's one you always star.
Well, hopefully enough to win the game. That's obviously it's like I've always said. It's always fun coming in here, and the fans are extremely passionate, and I think people make it a much bigger deal than what it is. But it's always fun playing here and competing against the guys on the other side.
Get a sense of what this means to the two brothers on your side of this? Like, can you gauge that from the outside? Yeah,
well, I think for Jack, obviously he's played against Quinn a few times already. So I kind of talked to Luke a little bit yesterday, and he was excited just to see Quinn, and I think the parents are in town too. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and like you said, it's going to be a hot topic for tomorrow, and we got to be ready for a group and get a win and have some fun.
Personalities different, the same? Like those two, how do you see their personalities? And you know Quinn too. Like if you were to try and characterize,
I would say Quinn and Luke are very similar, and Jack is the more outspoken of the three of them.
Quinn and Luke the more serious.
A little more serious, kind of more standoffish at the start, but then obviously once you get to know him, it's a little different.
Tyler, you also have 5 points in your last 4 games. 3 of those are goals. What is working so well with you to be able to contribute on the score sheet so consistently?
I think just trying to do the little things and get into those areas where it's not easy and it's not always the most fun. But I know when my game's on track, I'm getting in those dirty areas and scoring goals around the net, and so I think it's kind of been going for me in that sense, and just trying to play the best I can, and like I said, it sounds cliche, but help the team win games, and that's when the game itself is the most fun.
Erik Haula joined practice today. What's an update on his status?
He's doing well. Got a good practice in. Skated the last couple days, so encouraging. Opportunity for him to play tomorrow.
What does he bring that other forwards don't bring to this lineup? What makes him different?
Well, there's areas of the game he's been very effective. He's been effective in the face-off circle. He can play the wing or center. If you look at penalty killing, he's typically been that, the guy that goes over the bench first, and it's been a strength of his. And then, power play face-offs too. We use them on.
Hughes brothers will be a big story tomorrow. Lindy, I know you have a game to prepare for, but are you able to appreciate a moment like this or enjoy it, albeit briefly?
Yeah, I guess you can. I mean, 3 extremely talented kids, and you got a lot of great tools and great qualities, and great skaters. So talent will be on display for sure tomorrow.
What are some of the adjustments that need to be made, or changes to clean up some of the positioning or missed coverage that we've seen in these defensive breakdowns recently?
Well, just the understanding that if you get careless, it's going to cost your hockey club, and we got careless. Individual decisions on the puck are really what happens is it eventually costs you ice time, it costs you playing time. Puck management is a big deal. It's a big deal throughout the game, and usually a lot of chances by either team are by somebody mishandling the puck.
Shimon Nemec in that top D pairing out there, is that because of his strong play in the last game, and what would you like to see with him as a complement with Siegenthaler?
I don't know if we look at a top pair. I think we need 6 defensemen. We need all those pairs to be good for us. I don't know if we have a ranking, but obviously liked his first game. Liked how he moved the puck. He got his shots through. His gaps were good. A lot of his puck decisions were real good. So there was a lot to like about his game.
3 young defensemen, including Shimon, who's only playing, I know, his second game. But what are the challenges of utilizing 3 young guys who none of them have 100 games in the league? And then what's the responsibility of the rest of the team to kind of support that?
Well, it is. I mean, obviously you get young mistakes. If you look at Luke's pass, it was a young defenseman's mistake. And, we end up playing in our zone, end up getting scored against. And it's, I think, understanding time and place of the game. It's understanding, what's available for you. And usually you have growing pains. Young guys give you growing pains. And it takes a good number of games to get through that.
Do the forwards have to do anything differently with their game to support a younger group, or is it just, hey, you're in the deep end of the pool?
No, it's all connected. They got to be available quickly. I think sometimes if a defenseman doesn't see anybody open immediately, they tend to hang on a little bit longer. So there's a responsibility by forwards to be available and help them out.
You talked about young mistakes in the defenseman. Forever, this league has gotten younger and younger, but for the longest time it didn't seem to apply to goaltenders. Is it fair to say that we're seeing the NHL become more of a development league for goaltending as well? And I'm not trying to single out Akira at all. Just he's got less experience being up here than maybe would have seen guys get opportunities, even 3-4 years ago. No,
I think goaltenders are in the same category. That it takes time. They need to play. There's a number of games that they need to play before they understand the NHL game completely. He's given us some really good hockey. He gives some great hockey. Do young goaltenders go through up and downs? I don't know if you can point to a guy that didn't. Not many goaltenders are with the team that a lot of times that they started out with, because you run out of patience. You look around the league and you look at the starting goaltender who wasn't drafted by that team. So it takes games. It takes time. It takes incredible patience. But they need to play.
I guess for the longest time it felt like those games happened in the American League, maybe more so than we're seeing now. More of these opportunities at earlier ages.
I think that that's usually the growing place. That the American League is a tough league to play goal too, because there's a lot of mistakes in the American League. So sometimes you can come in and look a little better at the NHL level if a team is defending better. So. You weigh all that when you're evaluating your goaltenders too.
Outside of winning games on this road trip, what are some of the other goals for this group in these next few games?
Winning games is number one. When you look at consistency would be number 2, the consistent style of play. That we know that we're playing good hockey teams. The parity right now is incredible. The fact that on any given night it's hard to predict who's going to win a hockey game. So win games and find a level of consistency where you give yourself a chance to win every night.